name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. Now, passion. Passion, how important is it in business? Arguably it's very important, to be honest. This is a very interesting thing, actually. The interesting question is, do you go for a business for the money or a business for the passion? Both of them work, both of them are profitable. £10, £100, £1,000, a million, whatever, they all work. You know, the free market don't care. But it's a case of your heart and your mind. Because if you care for the thing you're doing in business, and the difference you're making in the business and in the world, you're passionate about that. You're zealous. You want to see this. You want to be the difference in the world. Great. That keeps you driving. That's a motive. That's a motivation to go. That fuels you forward. But at the very least, you've got to at least care for the benefit that your customers get from consuming your product or service. At the very least, you've got to care about that. Because you can sell books, but you might not care about the paper or the author or the information inside, but you care about the person being entertained, for example, if it's non-fiction, or the person, if it's fiction, or the person learning and growing and developing if it's non-fiction books, for example. But also, it's interesting to note that I remember reading an article that talked about companies with a vision, with a purpose-driven enterprise grows faster or larger or easier than a company without. There's more growth, more revenue, and it's like, oh, interesting to know. So unless you care for what you're doing, then you're going to struggle. I started a business about just under 3 years ago now, November, yeah, so come November 2017 will be 3 years, 2014, when I started a business. That the sector, I was interested in the sector, but come about 6 months later, I totally lost interest in the sector. I just totally outgrown it, and it's like moved on, and it's like, okay, let's do something else. So the passion was gone. Arguably, it wasn't really there to start off with. It was like kind of there, but not really. It was just slowly sliding away over time. And then the second business I started, there was absolutely no mission behind it. It was just, I saw an opportunity that I could exploit and took it. Worked out well, great, learned a lot, achieved a lot. Don't really care for it though. Moving on from it, and it's like let's do something bigger and better. And it's like we're slowly pivoting away. So, and the business that I'm trying to start now, which a little bit of a secret right now, it's there's no real passion at all, but there's a lot of discipline to it, and there's motivation there. This pretty interesting little setup I'm working on. So I don't want to talk too much about that, but you got to have passion for what you're doing. You got to have passion for what you care, what you're doing. One company that I tried to get off the ground was called We Want Hemp. That I was passionate about. Yeah, we want hemp. So what was called cannabis sativa. I tried to get it off the ground because the vision behind the company was champion hemp's use and bring hemp into the mainstream conscience. The problem I had with this is that I liked it and I wanted to see that difference in the world, but I didn't really care for the benefit or the product so much. And also I struggled. The strategy I wanted to implement was to do with content marketing, and I struggled to easily, like at a drop of a hat, spend 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes talking about hemp as easily as I can do entrepreneurship and what this channel is all about. Because this channel is about helping 1 million entrepreneurs become remarkable. The passion there is I like teaching. I got loads of stuff. I like writing books, non-fiction book. Good at it. Good at teaching. Good at sharing. Got loads of ideas. And there's this idea about American psychologist Benjamin Bloom with that creativity is the highest form of thinking. And it's like I can just come up with loads of ideas and concepts all the time. And it's like I can talk about stuff very easily. So I got massive prerogative and massive passion to do this channel and the podcast, but with the hemp thing, there was the passion there. It wasn't quite as strong, but the knowledge was not as strong at all. So it was like really struggling right there. So I dropped it. Recently I cancelled it, but I might go back to it in the future because I want to go into procurement. I want to create stuff that can go in the supermarket and like a wholesaler, some really food products and food stuff, a food brand really. But it's like, well, we'll see, because priorities in life, and maybe over here. And a business partner wants to start a business together, and I'm not going to go into the details of that, but it's to do with e-commerce, and a very interesting angle, very interesting USP. And I say to him, we need to have a mission behind this, and he's thought about it, he's looking into it, and he's doing most of the stuff, but he's working on that, and I'll probably work maybe at hand's distance, or not consulting, but a kind of semi, and what maybe a non-executive executive role. So that's pretty cool. So you gotta have a mission, what we're doing, a passion and a purpose. Because if you don't care, then the chances are it'll flounder. You know, like the first business I started, and if there's no real drive for it, then it's like the hemp one. It's gonna flounder again. So passion is very important, because there's a quote by Steve Jobs that talks about how if you don't have passion, you'll quit, when a lot of other sane people would have stopped going. And it's like, yeah, that's true. If you don't care for what you're doing, what difference you're making in the world, then you lost already. And realistically, that's the thing. That's what life is all about, really: opportunity and making a difference. You're making a dent in the universe. So bear that in mind. So the question of the day to you is, what is your passion? What is your passion? For me, I alluded to it, and I was talking about the Become Remarkable stuff, teaching and sharing and creating. What's your passion? And what is your passion, and what are you doing about it? What I'm doing about it is this video, the playlist, this channel, and the podcast that I have. I'm doing something with it. So what is your passion, and what are you doing about it? In the meantime, however, click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it, because this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So go out there today and do something remarkable, because that is what life is all about.